Let's be honest, we're all drowning in meeting transcripts. But what if those giant walls of text could actually be turned from a chore into, believe it or not, a strategic asset? Well, today we're going to dive into how you can upgrade your note-taker from a simple recorder into a seriously powerful intelligence engine.
You know this feeling, right? We've all been there. It's the end of a crazy day, you've jumped from one call to the next, and your brain is just fried. You look back at your calendar, and you see all those meetings you just survived. The big question is, what happens now? What do you do with all that information?
So if you're on top of your game, you have transcripts. But what are they, really? They're just raw data. It's a huge chronological list of words. And trying to sift through that mountain of text to find the actually important details, the action items, the commitments, the subtle little hints, well, that's a whole other job you just don't have time for.
This slide just lays it out perfectly. It's really a tale of two different worlds. Over on the left, you've got your basic transcription. It's just a reactive record, it creates this massive data overload, and it forces you to do all the heavy lifting. But on the right, that's where we're headed. It's proactive, it gives you strategic clarity, and it automates the analysis for you.
And this right here is the fundamental shift in thinking. We're moving beyond just capturing what was said to actually understanding what it all means. It's the difference between having a dictionary and having a strategic advisor right by your side.
So how do we actually build this bridge from just raw words to real strategic intelligence? Well, the very first step has to be effortless capture. Because let's face it, if getting the data into the system is a pain, none of the cool analysis that comes later is ever going to happen. Let's see how it works.
The whole setup is designed to be ridiculously simple. First, you just connect your calendar. Google, Microsoft 365, you name it. Rebel then automatically spots your meetings that are happening on Zoom, Google Meet, or Teams. And from there, the note-taker just joins the call based on the rules you set. It is a true set-it-and-forget-it kind of deal.
And the whole process is completely flexible, which is key. You can have it auto-join every single meeting, or you can have it ask you for permission first. You're in control. What's really cool is that if you're already using other tools like Fireflies or Fathom, Rebel can just import those transcripts and then apply its intelligence layer right on top. And this is super important. There's a safety net. If the internet ever flags out, it records locally, so you never lose a meeting.
All right, so the data is captured seamlessly. Now we get to the really good part, the intelligence engine. This is where the magic happens. This is where we go way beyond raw text to unlock all those valuable insights that are hiding inside every conversation. So the first layer of this intelligence is commitment tracking. Instead of you having to reread an entire transcript just to figure out who promised to do what by when, Rebel does it for you. It automatically spots and pulls out all the action items for everyone on the call, and it even grabs any deadlines that were talked about.
Now this is where it gets really sophisticated. Rebel actually analyzes the shifts in tone and sentiment, kind of like the vibe of the call. For example, it can tell you if a client's positive language has been dipping over the last few meetings, or if there's some hesitation creeping in around a key topic. These signals give you incredible insight into the health of the relationship, flagging potential risks long before they turn into real problems.
And it goes even deeper than that to pull out true strategic intelligence. It can figure out what the other person's real priorities are by noticing which topics they keep coming back to. Or it can surface their decision-making criteria just based on the questions they're asking. This gives you a much deeper understanding of where they're coming from.
And the best part? All of this intelligence gets automatically organized into a super clean, actionable dashboard. You can see right here, every single commitment is listed out with who owns it and when it's due. This just makes sure that absolutely nothing falls through the cracks, ever. Okay, so this all leads us to the real payoff. The true power of this system isn't just in analyzing one meeting in isolation. It's about creating what we call an intelligence flywheel, a continuous loop where the insights from your past meetings make every single future interaction smarter.
Let's walk through how this flywheel actually works. Imagine you have a meeting on Monday. As soon as it's over, the intelligence engine gets to work, pulling out all those key insights we just talked about.
But here's the thing. Because Rebel remembers all your past meetings, it starts to connect the dots and see patterns. It might notice that a client has brought up budget concerns in their last 3 calls, or that a key decision maker always hammers on the word scalability. It can even find a missed commitment from 2 weeks ago that everyone forgot about. These are the kinds of critical patterns that are so easy for a human to miss.
And now, here's the flywheel effect in action. All of that intelligence, the patterns, the priorities, those missed commitments,
It all gets automatically fed into your prep for the next meeting, so before you even step into that Friday follow-up, you're armed with a level of insight that was basically impossible to get before.
Think about this scenario. Someone asks a question like this, and you know the answer is buried somewhere in one of a dozen transcripts or emails or notes. And so the frantic search begins. We've all been there. With Rebel, you're not just searching for keywords. You're searching for meaning. Its semantic search actually understands the context of your question. So you can literally ask, "What did we promise?" and it will find the answer, even if the word promise was never actually used. It gets the concept of a commitment and scans your entire history to find it. It's amazing.
And that's really the power of having a single unified system. All of your meeting intelligence, every transcript, every summary, every single commitment, it all lives in one place. It becomes your single source of truth that you can search, analyze, and learn from over time. The final piece of the puzzle is turning all this insight into action, automatically. You can set up workflows that fire off the second a meeting transcript is ready. Just imagine this. A meeting ends, and instantly, a ticket is created in your project tool, your CRM gets updated with the latest notes, and a draft follow-up email is sitting in your inbox waiting for you to review. This is where you get a serious amount of your time back.
So ultimately, this is the transformation we're talking about. It's all about moving from that reactive state of just drowning in a sea of words to a proactive one, where you're constantly using intelligence to be more prepared, more effective, and way more strategic in every single conversation you have.
So, I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. If your meeting notes weren't just some static, dead record, but an active, intelligent partner in your work, what kind of strategic advantage would that give you? What patterns would you see? What new opportunities would you uncover?